I'm Soledad Pano. I'm a product manager working on OutZero in the service management administration experience team. OutZero is an identity platform for application builders. We basically make your login box awesome. OutZero's main headquarters are in Seattle, but we are a very distributed team. There are headquarters like in 6 countries, and I'm actually based in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I have a technical background. I've been working in software development for almost 20 years. And I joined OutZero back in 2015 as a software engineer. It was a very small org at that moment that was growing super fast. And in a couple of years, I was leading a team of like 6-7 engineers that we were part of the customer success org, and we're building both customer facing and internal tools to help customer success, basically. And then, well, over the time, the team changed, and my role also changed. As I said, now I'm a product manager working on a team that's not exactly the same, but we still own some of the tools, those internal tools that we build. So there were things like it was important like to automate as much as possible. We were part, as I said, of customer success. So these tools in particular, like we're trying to help the customer success team to make sure that our customers can adopt the platform, right? So there was a lot about automation, about onboarding, right? And helping in different parts of the customer life cycle, right? Maybe things related to subscription management, automation of internal tasks, a lot of visibility of what the customers were doing, and well, essentially make sure that our customers can adopt the platform, right? So, well, a lot of different tools, some related to to subscription management, as I said. So a lot of integration with other systems like Stripe or Salesforce, and managing the customer's environments, provisioning, managing entitlements, right, like quotas. Yes, in general, other parts also of the life cycle, like maybe onboarding, right, tools for helping our customer success team onboard the enterprise customers. Then there were things related to automations, right, trying to automate the workflows as much as possible. And also to provide visibility. That's a big part of what we were building, were like usage reporting, as well as like a way for example, the support team that needed to help customers with ticketing, right? Make sure they have a way that's secure and compliant to see what's the configuration, right, on our customers' environments in order to help be able to help them. In this particular case, the stack that we were using, like Node.js, MongoDB, Happy.js for the API. There's Postgres, Rabbit, Elasticsearch, Redis, a lot of frameworks. And then TypeScript on the front end, React. We were using also like as a way like for rapid development in this case. We were using Heroku for hosting the applications. Well, one is not having enough bandwidth, like today, for example, right? We still maintain these applications, and we also own customer-facing areas of the products, and it's hard sometimes to prioritize the internal tools, and also once you build them, you need to maintain. Then yes, there's a lot of repetitive things, right? It's mainly, I don't know, sometimes depending on the application, right? Sometimes there are things that are more like integrations with other systems, and sometimes it's just, okay, listing, and it's, okay, maybe a little bit repetitive, right? Again, as we are not a fully focused, right, team, internal building team, right? The difference is maybe the bandwidth or the focus that we put and we can dedicate on each of them. For example, there are things that are unnegotiable, right? We are a security company, so security and compliance for us is super important. It's nothing that we can't negotiate, right? So in that sense, both internal and customer facing are the same in terms of meeting all the requirements from the security team, right? And compliance. But then, I don't know, for the UX, right? For customer facing, we dedicate more time to do usability tests and validate the solution, right? And maybe for internal tools is, okay, build the minimum, whatever we can do faster, right? To solve this issue, and that's it. Don't have the time as we wish, right? For maybe trying different options, testing, validating, and that's it. It depends on the company stage, right? Because maybe at the beginning you don't have the budget to build a lot of things that will solve the same problem. But then as you scale, also at the beginning you have less requirements. I don't know, you need to send the customer notification and I don't know, you don't need to scale because you don't have a lot of customers and right, there are a lot of requirements. So you just do it. You build yourself and it's easy, fast, but then as you scale and as you grow, you have more requirements, especially in our case related to security and compliance. Also scale, there are much more customers, you need to consider volume, right? And then your solution stops working at some point. And for sure, when you say, okay, should I refactor, rebuild everything, or just, hey, now we can afford to buy this other product, right? That will do it 10 or 100 times better, of course, than us. Unless you need like something very specific, but in general, I think as long as the product or the tool that you're buying is customizable, you should be able to achieve the same results. Well, yes, in this case, as the customers are our own internal teams, right? It's like the feedback loop is works perfect because they just Slack you or tell you, hey, I have this issue with your tool, or this looks great, right? So in that sense, it's better, I would say. I mean, you have a very faster feedback loop. On the other hand, and how are we measuring success, right? Well, sometimes the success metrics are actually the same, right? Especially in our case, we are not 100% internal team dedicated to internal tooling, right? So the success metric is always like tied to something we want to achieve for our customers, right? Or for the business. And the success metric might be, I don't know, whatever, right? I don't know, customer acquisition, whatever. And then the initiatives related, the solution might be internal or customer facing, right? Depending on the case. And the success metric is the same. Or maybe you need to do both, right? You build a tool, and as part of that is providing the support for our internal teams to support the customer. Otherwise, the solution is not complete. So in general, I think the way we work is mostly that, but there are things related to, I don't know, more specifically to these things that I was saying, I don't know, the workflow for managing subscriptions internally, whatever, right? So customer success metric in that case is related to efficiency, right? And how much time I spend on the tool. And of course, more we can automate or may allow them to do the job faster, the better. We are hiring in Auth0. There are a lot of open positions in engineering, design, data, product, marketing. So if you go to auth0.com/careers, you will find a lot of opportunities. We are remote first, as I said at the beginning, so it's a great opportunity.